Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, the 4th of April 2019, and today I'm going to update you on my week, how I got on when I went to group on Tuesday, and just generally have a little bit of a catch up. So if you remember, last Tuesday when I recorded my video, I was totally knackered. I was in the last few days of my job. My car had died and I was getting rid of it. I wasn't sleeping. I'd been to group last Tuesday and I had lost £0.5 pound, which I was pleased about. But my kind of March hadn't been as... I hadn't had the result that I had wanted in March. And I felt like I'd put a lot of effort in the month of March and I hadn't really got the results that I'd wanted, but I was pleased last week that I had a £0.5 pound loss. So going into this week, and by week I mean the Slimming World week, so mine is Wednesday to Tuesday, I knew I had like a couple of leaving dues ahead and I had my friend's birthday. And I think where I'd put an awful lot of pressure on myself over the month of March and had really tried hard, and every time I'd been, you know, out with friends for a meal or whatever, I had always picked the kind of the best thing on the menu. I'd really worked hard to make sure that I stayed on plan. You know, whenever I kind of went out anywhere or did anything, I was really kind of rigid in like sort of in a number of weeks in March, and I kept my food diary next to me on my desk, and I like wrote everything down as I ate it, and I sort of put quite a lot of pressure on myself in March, but didn't really get the results that I wanted. So with this week, I kind of just had a bit of a switch in my mind really, and I just thought, sod it, I just want to enjoy this week. I want to go out and I want to eat nice meals, and I don't really want to be picking the best thing on the menu, the thing that's as on plan as it can be. I want to eat what I want to eat, and if it ends up with a gain on Tuesday, so be it. I just wanted to enjoy my week, and so when I went out to restaurants on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I did just that. I picked what I wanted to eat, and if that involved a pudding, I had a pudding. I had a couple of glasses of Prosecco, and it was really nice and refreshing to do it. I don't do it all the time, obviously, but I had a really great time. But what I didn't do, which is what I have done in the past, is use those meals as an excuse to sort of write off the whole weekend or write off the whole week, which I'm really bad for. Like, I'm really bad for, like, you know, having like an event at lunchtime and then thinking, right, the whole weekend is then like sort of calories don't count and I can just eat whatever I want and like use it as like a massive excuse to just pig out, to be honest. I didn't do that. So I had the meals that I wanted when I was out, but around that I ate really well. I was on plan. I had really big salads because the weather was really good, and drank loads of sugar-free squash, and I did a few of the Leslie Sansom walk at home videos, and so around those meals out I was absolutely on it, but I did absolutely enjoy what I wanted to eat and ate whatever I wanted whilst I was out, if that makes sense. In terms of food that I've enjoyed this week, I absolutely love this, which is the Muller Light Amore or Light Amore Italian inspired hazelnut yogurt. I thought that was absolutely delish. It was 1.5 sins. Thoroughly recommend that. Really nice. I also really enjoyed these this week, which is the sweet and salted Ryvita rye cakes. They do different flavours, but these are the sweet and salted ones, and these are 1 sin each or 5 for your healthy extra B, and I really enjoyed these. Yeah, so that's been my week. I'll let you know how I got on, and then I just wanted to talk about something else quickly. So I went to group, I got on the scales, and I lost £2. So I weighed in at 12 stone 1, meaning my weight loss today is 12 stone 5.5. No, my weight loss today is not 12 stone 5.5. I weighed in at 12 stone 1, having lost £2. My weight loss is 2 stone 5.5. 2 stone 5.5. So £2 off this week, which I am absolutely delighted with. But if I'm totally honest, I think that probably it's what I deserved a couple of weeks ago rather than what I've deserved this week. Yeah. So, you know, I definitely made some good decisions this week, but I think that probably the weight loss is from a result of what I've done over the weeks leading up to this week, if I'm totally honest. So, what I wanted to talk about very quickly is I've suddenly become very aware that I don't have a very good relationship with food. And it's something that I would really like to work on. So in addition to my sort of my Slimming World journey, the areas that I would like to work on over the next few months, rest of my life, whatever, are my relationship with food and my relationship with the scales. Because I feel like even though I am doing okay on the plan and I've lost weight and hopefully will continue to do so, I don't feel that I have yet got to grips with why I eat and how to sort of tackle or overcome or work around my desire to eat very high fat, high calorie foods, why I still crave those kind of foods, and why I am an emotional eater. And I would like to do some work around improving that and improving my sort of mental my relationship with food and how I feel about food. I would also like to work on how I feel about what happens on the scales, because whilst I'm really pleased I've had a £2 loss this week, I also don't want to get myself back into the place where I was 3 weeks ago, where I stood on the scales, knew I'd done my very, very best all week and didn't have the result I want, and was really, really gutted, and it affected my mood for that whole week. So I want to work on those two things, working out why I want to eat all the food and how I can come up with a way to kind of try and manage that. So I've started watching a few videos on YouTube. I want to really understand my relationship with food, why I'm an emotional eater. I want to understand how I can stop seeing food as like a treat, because, and I've been doing sort of weight loss plans and things like this for, well over 20 years. So what I don't want to happen, and I am the ultimate yo-yo dieter, what I don't want to happen is, hopefully I'll get to goal or target this year. I feel like unless I fix my mind and my relationship with food, I'm always going to be a yo-yo dieter, and I do not want that to be the case. I want to, like for example, today, I've got a day off today, and I have been absolutely sort of on it, Slimming World wise, up until yesterday, and I'm off on holiday this week, and so I kind of have given myself like free rein today, because I'm on holiday, to have a load of treats and eat kind of off-plan food. I know people don't like the term off-plan, but eat a load of high-cal food today to kind of reward myself, or to celebrate that I'm on holiday, because I don't know, because like if I was away, I would be, going out for nice meals and stuff and treating myself and eating that kind of indulgent stuff. So I feel like because I'm off work this week and I've been really good up till today, I've kind of given myself today to like I went out for lunch and I ate something that was really kind of high calorie, and it was kind of like I sort of felt like I deserved it because today's a day off. And it's like, I just don't know how sort of sensible that is, like when I'm trying to lose weight, to consider it to be like some kind of, I don't know, I just feel like I need to fix how I see food. And maybe this is getting far too deep and you've already switched off by now, but does anybody else know what I mean? Like, I just feel unless I work out why, like if somebody says to me, do you want to go to Seaside at the weekend? Rather than thinking, oh, that'd be lovely, we'll go to Seaside, we'll like play on the beach. I think, great, I can have fish and chips. Or if somebody says, do you want to go to Stately Home at the weekend? We can have a little bit of a wander around and stuff. I think, lovely, I can have afternoon tea. Like, I've got to stop, like, kind of obsessing about food. Like, otherwise I'm never going to fix this relationship. And I want to really work on that this year. So in addition to sticking with Slimming World, which I've decided I really, really do want to do, because as much as I've had a few frustrating weeks over the last month or so, and my journey no doubt has been slow, probably because I do things like this every so often where I eat stuff. But obviously my journey's been slow, but I am going to stick with Slimming World because I do think it absolutely, for me anyway, it encourages me to eat well. It encourages me to eat fruit and veg. It encourages, which I probably wouldn't do if I wasn't doing it. It encourages me to eat lean meat and fish, and encourages me to have like a high fibre cereal or whatever. And so for me, it instills good patterns. I also do like weighing in every week, even though I need to kind of sort out how I feel about that. But I do like weighing in every week. I think it is good discipline for me. But I feel like the Slimming World plan and me weighing in at group every week is a very small bit of the overall picture of what I need to work on to get to where I want to be. I don't want to get to goal or target and not have done some work on the mental side of it, on my mind. Now, whether that is that I need to do some kind of mindfulness, whether that is that I need to do some reading on stuff, whether that's I need to get more sleep, whether that's, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's some other things that I want to do in addition to the food diety bit. I feel like what I'm eating is a very small bit of this journey, and I feel like there's other things that I need to be working on at the same time. Does that make sense? Is anyone still listening, or has everyone switched off? So I'm sorry that that is extremely garbled, and probably you're all looking at me thinking that I have completely lost my marbles, but it's really been playing on my mind this week, and I feel like, yeah, it's something I want to kind of think about and look at, and I've never really, in all my years of doing sort of weight loss plans, and I've done a lot over the years, I've never really looked at why I'm eating, what my relationship is with food, and all of that. And I feel like that is something that I need to be thinking about, because I think it's more than just the diet or lifestyle plan, whatever we're calling this. So anyway, sorry that got a bit deep there, but as I've said before, this is my journey. This is my record of my journey, and I just thought I would share how I'm feeling this week, and hopefully this is something I can work on, and I can look back at this and see that this week, this recording was me starting to work on this new element of my life. So anyway, yeah, week moving forward, I start my new job next week. It's going to be very full on. I am going to have to get up 2 to 3 hours earlier every morning, and my working week is going to be long and hard. So I am hoping that I can stick to this plan moving forward. I think as long as I use my weekends to prep sort of Slimming World friendly lunches and stuff, and also perhaps batch cook some like evening meals, so that when I come in from work and I'm in late and I haven't got a long sort of window to eat before bedtime, that I can still stick with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I have eaten a few treats today, but tomorrow I am back on it again. I would love to lose 1.5 pounds on Tuesday. That's my goal for the week. And I have got one more what I eat in a day video from yesterday to go up, which I'll probably put up tomorrow or the next day. And what I might do, because I think hopefully you guys are liking the what I eat in a day videos, what I might do to kind of make sure that I stay on track is do one tomorrow, Friday, Saturday and Sunday as well, to make sure that I'm that I'm sort of focused, really, because I think sometimes when you do have a big change in your life, like starting a new job and everything's new, and you don't really kind of know what people do for lunch and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not very good with change anyway, I can almost see it as an excuse to kind of go off track, and I really don't want that. So yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be a good week on plan. But anyway, I've been talking for 15 minutes. I'm sorry I've gone on a bit. But yeah, £2 off this week. Hopefully I have a good week ahead. Lots of stuff for me to be working on. But I hope you've all had a good week. Let me know how you're getting on. And if you haven't weighed yet, good luck. And I hope you'll have a fabulous week. Take care. Bye.